Hi, my name is Heidi. I'm starting a new YouTube channel and a Facebook page to coincide with this called Artist on a Shoestring Budget. And so I'm bringing to you to start it out, which was what I thought would be the best way to start this video journey out, and it is to live on a shoestring budget. Well, if anybody's gone to some of your stores, if you use a coupon for 40% off, you can buy your gesso and you can buy your Mod Podge for 40, 50, or 60% off depending on your coupon. But my thought process is, why don't we make what we can, and then that way it affords more cash for other things, such as if you need to frame something. And we're also going to be attacking the thought process of not using canvas and using other things in place of that, because gesso makes items a canvas, because the gesso is what you need to absorb your mixed media things. So we're going to start out with gesso, our own homemade gesso, and this is not new to YouTube. There's all kinds of videos out there, so if you do not want to watch mine, you are more than welcome to watch other people's, but we all have the same information. So, alright, so I'm using 1/4 cup of baby powder. Where I don't measure is my paint and my glue, and I got baby powder dust flying everywhere. So, 1/4 cup of the powder. You could also use cornstarch or plaster of Paris. 1 tablespoon of white acrylic paint. I eyeballed. If you're not comfortable with that, dollar store has affordable for $1. This is a tablespoon of glue. You can certainly buy your measuring spoons and measuring cups from the dollar store and spend $2. I've been an eyeball cooker for a long time. So now I'm just going to add some water to my mixture. So again, we have baby powder, 1/4 cup. We have just a dab of water, depending on how thick or thin you want it. And the white acrylic. You could also do black acrylic for black gesso as well. I have a container of clear gesso that I bought before I got into doing my own stuff, because I had to start looking for ways to save money, because in order for me to have my own art studio space, I had to buy a property that had a building on it for me, because we were living in an apartment at the time. And so any money I had for art is now tied up in a mortgage, which is fine, because now I've got a space, but I have to think more affordably and using things. So it's twisted my brain up into good things. Alright, so my gesso is being stored in a strawberry jar. This is the type of things I'm talking about. I don't go out and buy fancy containers. If you already have a Mod Podge container or you have a gesso container, I would even suggest using that, because it's already labeled for you. I am going to do my own artwork on the jar, so I make it mine, and it just looks a little bit nicer. Doesn't mean that when you're on a shoestring things can't be nice. It just means that you're going to take all the measures you can to save where you can, to be able to spend where you need to. That's all that means. So our gesso for the day is 1/4 cup of texture, which could be cornstarch, it could be plaster of Paris, or I use baby powder only because it smells wonderful and it just reaches one of those senses while you're working. Music is another one I always have in the background. So auditorily, I have something going on, and now I actually have something for my sniffer. So this is a good situation. So on the bottom is the Facebook page to join. All you have to do is click that you want to join, and I will click you in. And it's called Artist on a Shoestring Budget. And again, my name is Heidi, and I want to welcome you to my studio called Pine Meadow Studios in Connecticut. I hope you all have a great day and happy creating. Next week we are going to do our own Mod Podge. Have a great day.